Martha. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's happy. It's good to see you. It's um,
Yes,
middle of winter still, so we're here and
I
we're excited.
know. Good to see you and good to see everybody out there. And I know we're coming upon a big freeze, this weekend.
That's true.
Yeah. So even in South Texas, it's supposed to kind of come down this way as well. So last time this happened to us, that's when our whole, grid went out and nobody had any power and it was
That's
not good.
true.
So,
Well, we
so
never
we'll see
know.
what happens.
We never really know what weather's going to do, so we'll see.
Exactly.
Since we're
Exactly.
still pretty close to the beginning of the year, I thought we could talk a little bit about goal setting, because I know we talk about it every year, or I think we all kind of make vision boards every year. And then, like 80% of people that make goals don't accomplish those goals. And I saw a really good podcast this week by Mel Robbins and an author named James Clear, who wrote the book on atomic habits. And I thought it was really, really insightful. And so I want to quickly talk a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about some other items. But
Okay.
basically, he said that you can think of your goal as a 10-year goal and a one next day goal, like what you want to do 10 years from now and what you want to do tomorrow. Both of those are
Oh,
considered goals, but the 10-year goal is like the big picture, where you want to be, what you want to look like, who the person you want to be in 10 years from now. And then your 1 day goal is more of what's the system you're going to put in place that will help you be that person it could even be in a year from now, it could be 5 years from now. So he talked more about, instead of focusing on that big picture goal, to really focus on habits and systems. So he said, if you fail at your goal, it's probably because you didn't have good systems set up and in place. And so he goes on to talk about it. And I think weight loss is a really good example, because we all sometimes say, we want to lose 10 pounds or 50 pounds this year or
yeah.
whatever it is, right? And then
Yeah.
we blame it on lack of motivation. Like, oh, I didn't lose weight because I just wasn't motivated to get up in the morning and go for a run or go for a walk. But he said it's really not your motivation. The motivation is something you develop along the way. Motivation is
Mhm.
not going to start you going to the gym, but instead it's a lack of systems. So in order to reach that goal, you create small little systems or habits that will help you. So, like for instance, let's say you joined a gym and you say, I want to start going to the gym, but then you don't plan when you're going to go to the gym, or you don't actually go to the gym. Many of us, start gyms and we'll do it for a few weeks and then, stop going. But he said that he even encouraged clients to make going to the gym part of their whatever schedule, could be daily, could be every other day, and to even go
Mhm.
for just 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Um,
Oh, geez, that's not even worth putting on the outfit at 15
What was more
minutes.
important was that they're developing a habit. So they can
Yeah,
go in and learn about one machine, or go in and use one machine. And that's
right.
okay if they only have a small amount of time. So
Mhm.
he was trying to help them build the system, like really develop
Yeah,
a habit of saying, yeah, I go
yeah,
every morning before work, or I go every other day
right.
after
That's
work.
that sounds really interesting, and it's funny because I watched someone else. Her name is Linda Botter, and basically she does more gardening and things like that. But one day she was talking. It was raining outside, so she couldn't do gardening. So she said, I'm going to tell you what I do. I do snack size exercising. And I thought, what the heck, snack size? She
Mhm.
said, if you've got 5 minutes, set the timer on your phone, for 5 minutes, and just do crunches for 5 minutes. That's it. Later in the afternoon, you maybe have another 3 minutes. Just do like push-ups, but like against the wall
Yeah.
for 3 minutes. And
Mhm.
that's it. That's your snack size. And just kind of do it. And I thought, wow, I can do snack size, because I
Yeah.
don't have to change. I don't have to put on workout clothes. I don't have to drive anywhere. I thought I could do that.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what he's saying is like, develop habits that are all towards that goal of losing weight or becoming more healthy, whatever it might be, but like
Mm-hmm.
little habits that you
Right.
can move forward with, and that
Mm-hmm.
to help you to get those better results. And so I
Right.
like that idea, because I do
Yeah.
feel like we've all talked about laying your clothes out every single night if you're going to run or walk or go to the gym in the morning. Like having
Right.
that plan where this is what I do first, this is what I do second.
Right. And that's wonderful. But yeah, I don't know that I think that would be hard for me. But my plan for this year, or my word for this year, is unfrumpy. I know that sounds strange. Unfrumpy, because
Okay.
since I work at home,
Hmm.
you're gonna catch me in sweats, pajamas, just hair up, no makeup, pretty much every day. So I told myself no more,
Okay.
because it's nothing like you look getting up in the morning, taking a shower. I'm not going to work anywhere. I'm just walking 2 steps that way,
Hmm.
but it makes me feel better to
Okay.
get up and get dressed,
Okay.
and it that helps me. That motivates me and it gets me moving. So
Okay.
that's my word, and my whole, I don't know, goal for the year is
That's
just
your goal. Yeah.
unfrumpiness. I don't think that's a word, but I'm gonna say
Yeah. And
unfrumpiness
so
for
then
me.
your systems would be that you're going to get up and you're going to, like you said, comb your hair in the morning. You're not going to wear it
Yeah,
up every single day. Or maybe you pick a couple days of the week that you do put it up and a couple days a week you don't, or something like that, but
yeah,
you're going to put little habits forth that
yeah.
are, and sometimes, a habit is a bad habit is a habit too. So like,
Of course. Yeah,
not that working in your pajamas is a bad habit. I'm not saying that. I wish I could do that every day. No, sort of. But I think it's more like just whatever it is that you don't want to be doing, then you have to think about what breaks the bad habit of this is my bad habit. I think it's embarrassing, but if I'm home, like if I take a day off or if I'm sick in the morning, I will lay
uh,
in bed until I've watched all the morning shows. Like
uh,
all the way through 11 o'clock.
yeah,
And
yeah,
usually I'm only home usually when I'm sick. But if I'm taking a day off, I'm usually have something planned that I have to do. But to me, it's like, did I waste my morning? Maybe. I don't know. But I
yeah,
kind of also think sometimes it's become a bad habit because
yeah,
it's very much like, I don't have to go to work today. Okay, I'm just going to lay in bed. But then half my day's
yeah,
gone. And if that,
yeah.
like, maybe I really need to do other things. So,
But that's okay, because you're like the opposite. I mean, because you get up and get dressed and have to go to the office every
mhm,
day. And so for me,
yeah.
I was just getting way too frumpy. To me, it's more frumpy than I needed to be. So that's why I was like, this year it stops, no more.
Well, and I
And
also pick and
you know
choose.
what? Something that it reminded me of also was your mom,
Okay.
because once I told her, I said, well, I just, pretty much work at home. So I wear, my daytime pajamas, and then I, wear my nighttime pajamas. And she said, oh, no, little sister, you cannot be wearing pajamas during the day. She says, you don't get up and put on your makeup and your lipstick and get dressed. And I'm like, well, no, because I just work from home. She goes, oh, no, you have to stop that. And then I don't know, it just kind of came to me, and it just all of a sudden made sense. And I thought, yeah, why am I not letting myself go? Well, sort of, because you get so comfortable, in your PJs and just, sweatpants and that. You
Yeah.
kind of got to get out of that. It's not a rut. I mean, like you said, it's comfortable. Yes, but there's something about getting up, taking a shower, combing your hair, putting on not a lot of makeup, but just something to make you feel good when you look in the mirror. Because when I've got nothing on and I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh no, what's
Yeah.
going on? So,
Well,
but anyway, that's
I'm sure it's probably true. There's probably research studies that says people that work from home, if they put on work clothes, they probably are maybe are more efficient at work. Maybe that's not true either, but I don't know. I mean,
they
but
used
for
to say
you,
that.
I
Yeah.
would definitely say that if I was to choose that one, I would say like, especially when I know I'm going to have a visitor over, or if I'm going to go to the grocery store or something, I'd never go frumpy to the grocery store because I never know who I'm going to see there. Not that I care what they think of me, but I always like to go looking a little more like put together. I don't like, I mean, I've seen people wearing their pajamas at the grocery store, not trying to judge anybody, but that wouldn't be me. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be wearing the
Yeah.
pajama
Yeah.
pants. Or I've even seen them wearing their robe at the grocery store.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Okay.
like,
I've
couldn't
never
you
seen
take
that.
it 5 more minutes and just put on something a little, a giant, instead of the robe. Um,
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But, we all do what we can do. And, if you're
everybody's
comfy in your pajamas all day, like I have been since March of 2020, it's been what, how many years? 5 years, 6 years,
yeah.
that I'm finally saying, okay, that's enough with the pajamas. And boy, do I have an array of pajamas,
Oh,
so
sure.
because I just,
Well,
wear them every day. So I needed all these outfits of
yeah.
pajamas, but now I'm like, no more.
Well, and everybody has to make their decision. One of the goals that I set for this year was I wanted to buy less stuff. And I say that because I feel like I have everything I need in my house. I don't need to be changing my decor like every few months or every year. It's enticing when you see all the Instagram photos and you see all these, Facebook ads about new things at whatever, Walmart, Target, wherever. But I don't need
Yeah.
anything. And then also clothing. Like I notice that when I redo my clothing every winter, I start looking through my clothes and I notice I didn't wear that but one time, or I didn't wear this enough, and I'm already donating it. And I feel like I'm not going to buy
Yes.
anything because I really have enough sweaters, enough business clothes, enough casual stuff, enough shorts. Oh my gosh. So I'm really
There's another girl that I watch, and she does no spend January. Of course, we're towards the end of January, but she says because you've already had so many expenses in December
yeah.
buying gifts or whatever, she does a no spend January, and like everybody that follows her, many of them follow that. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try it, and it didn't work. It didn't work for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good
Well,
thing because just like you said, we have so much stuff, and
so much
most of
stuff.
it, goes back to or goes to Goodwill. I have gone to Goodwill at least 5 times just this year, just dropping off stuff and
I
dropping off
know.
stuff.
Well,
So,
it's true. And I think that as we get older, I think we have to figure out how to downsize a little bit. I know
mhm.
I've seen where it says your children do not want your junk. Your children do
No,
not want to have to go through your junk. So it's time for
yeah.
you to reorganize your own stuff. In fact, my organization is getting ready to have their gala in April, and it's going to be 80s prom is the theme. So they asked they asked if anybody had 80s prom, pictures. And of course, I went to the prom in the 80s. So I said, well, let me look through all the, photo stuff. I mean, we have tubs and tubs of photos and
Oh
photo
my
and stuff
goodness.
like that. And I told my husband that
Yeah.
soon these will be in the trash because our kids are not going to want to keep all these pictures of us in high school and our friends. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I did find some cute baby pictures of you and me. I'm going to
Oh,
post them.
wow.
Yeah, they'll
Oh,
be,
you need to put some in this video.
they will.
Yeah.
They'll be posted here. I'll be showing some right now
Okay.
and some.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
when we were little, some of them are when we get a little bit older, like when we're teenagers.
Oh my God. Those are awful years.
They're fun. They're fun. And then
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
picture, when we're behind bars, and that's when we
Oh,
didn't,
yeah.
we were never in jail, but we went to a jail in the city where you lived because your boyfriend, who you ended up marrying, he worked at the jail or something like
No,
that.
his friend did. His
Oh,
friend
okay.
did.
Bobby.
Bobby.
That's right. That's
I
right.
will leave it at that.
Enough said.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So then
Yeah.
there's a picture of us behind bars, and for that reason.
Okay.
But anyway, it's yeah, go I that's okay. That's a goal for mine too. I want to
Yeah.
sort and my husband's been doing a really good job. He decided to um scan all the tax
Oh,
records for the last I don't even know how many years. So and then he shredded all the tax records after he scanned everything in. He's been working on
yeah.
that for weeks, but I'm proud of
That takes a
him.
while. But yeah, unless you have like this multi-industrial shredder. I know I've got a small one. All of a sudden starts heating up and it's like, stop, I can't do it anymore. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a small one he got for Christmas, but he's been doing a great job. I mean, he found old checkbooks that we had from,
Oh
many
my
years back
God.
and old addresses and has the same bank information because we've had the same bank, for all these years. So,
Oh
but he's been
gosh.
shredding all of those as well. So,
Yeah.
but I think his goal was to kind of get rid of a lot of paperwork and he's been doing a little bit, as he could here and there, but
Yeah.
anyway, I'm really excited about rethinking the way I think about goals from now on, and I know you're working towards a retirement goal, and so am I. So, but it doesn't happen, if you just say I'm going to retire and then do nothing about it. Before we know it, another year has passed by. But when we start
Right.
making little systems or little habits
Yeah.
that go, What is the first step? What is the second step? And working those steps.
Yeah.
Um,
No, you're right. But I mean, it's just such a big step. And I know I've said this before, but what I've noticed lately is like for the last 2 weeks, I've had like a queasy stomach just from nerves,
oh,
just
no.
about thinking. I know, thinking about it. And at first I thought, well, it's because I'm taking a vitamin in the morning after breakfast. Maybe it's, vitamins will make you feel,
Mhm.
sick if you haven't eaten. But I would take it after my toast, which I've always done and never a problem. But and now I put two and two together, and that's what it is. I'm just nervous about it because on one hand, I have people saying, well, why haven't you done it? You should have already done it. And on the other hand, I have people saying, you're going to get so bored. Why do you want to do that? Don't do that. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. But I think in my heart, it's time for me to
Yeah.
retire. And again, just like I said, last week, it's like, I'm not going to worry about it. I prayed about it and I'll land somewhere. I'll be able to do something else. I really want to do something else other than what I do now.
Well, and I think
So,
what I would love to see you do is something more active because you and I both sit way too many hours during the day. And we've already talked
sure.
about this sitting is like
Yeah.
new smoking. So
Yeah.
we don't want it to affect our age and we want to do a lot of traveling. So that's the
Right.
why I'm now telling my husband is like, I really need to put a plan forward, like retire in the next year,
Yeah.
not sooner, because I'm not
Yeah.
exercising enough. I need to walk every single day.
Yeah.
That's another thing, by the way. He decided at the beginning of the year that he wasn't going to drink anymore and he was going to start walking every day. Well, and as I mentioned, he goes to pick my grandson every day after school and from the bus stop and takes him to his house, which is only like 5 houses down from the bus stop. And they get to talk to each other every day. So every day now, I should say the last 2 days in a row, plus 2 days last week, I'll find reasons that I need to leave early from work because he gets off the bus at 4:30. So we're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to go ahead and take I'm going to go home and finish my calls from home, or I'm going to do this or that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I have an appointment at 3, so then I'll go ahead and just go home after that. And so I pick him
Right.
up
Right.
to the bus, but I can't do it every day because I'm still, he works from home, obviously. But I love that he set that goal for himself. Like, I'm committed to my health. I'm committed to not drinking anymore. I'm committed to walking every day. And he's been doing it. He's lost like 7 pounds since he started it less than 30 days
But
ago.
men do
I
that. It's
know.
like they don't eat for a second and they've lost 5 pounds. And I'm like,
I
what?
know.
I've been starving
I
myself, and nothing.
I
But
know.
I'm glad that he's doing that. And, bringing up alcohol, it's funny because when you don't drink, or when I don't drink, right, I feel so much better. It's like for a while there, I was having like a glass of wine every once in a while. But I see the difference in me the following day. And I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't need to have that glass of wine. Although, there's nothing wrong with having a glass of wine every now and then, and many people do it, and that's okay too. But for me, I thought not that I have quit cold turkey because I'm not going to say that I'll do that. Oh, excuse me. On the weekends, I will have a glass of wine.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
everybody is different. And like, for him, I think that he had talked about it for a few years. He wanted to do that. But again, if you don't really make a step forward sometimes, and that's something that that author said as well, is that there's different ways to quit things. And he talked about drinking or stopping drinking and said, it's a habit. And it's a habit of just going by the liquor store and buying liquor. But if you
Yeah.
also have it in place and saying, well, I'm not going to go there and I'm not gonna, and there's different steps. You can wean yourself off, you can do cold turkey, and he talked about all those steps. But like any habit, whatever is important to us, and he also said, like, if you wanna know what's your priorities in life, start writing down what you're doing every day with your time. And you'll see what that is quickly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's true.
definitely
Well, I
for
wonder.
right now, it's working for
Yeah.
me. And I'm like, I'm
That's
working too
that's
much.
that's great. That's great. I wonder what everybody else is doing out there, friends. What are you guys doing this year that's different, or what are you trying to do that's different, or what have you already given up? Because I know we had a day. I think it's the 9th or the 10th, somewhere around your birthday, that they say that's when people forget
Yeah.
about their New Year's resolutions, and that's the day they quit. So that's not very many days, but
No, and
that's what I heard on the news.
it's not their fault that they did it. They just didn't know that they were supposed to be focused on systems, the habits, not necessarily the goal, because the goal without a proper system in place doesn't really, you can't
Yeah.
succeed. So it was
It
really
just it depends on you because if you really, really want something, you're going to do it. So again, and if you're just like, well, yeah, this is what I want to do because everybody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it. Even if you have, I don't know, I don't think it'll work that way. You really have to be, all in it. You have to be 100% in and say, this is it. I'm not doing this anymore, or whatever it is.
Yeah. But basically, like, let's say if I wanted to move and live in Italy, I can say that as a goal, but if I don't make any strides forward towards that, like researching how to move to
Yeah.
Italy, researching where would I live, researching
Yeah.
paperwork do I need to do, without putting steps into place, or I'll never get there just by saying I want to do that.
Right.
So, or even like saying I want to travel there, and if I need to save for it, but I don't. He said that he had a couple that they used to go out to eat a lot, and they wanted to stop going out to eat as often as they did, and they also wanted, so he said you can match, like pair up something that is a habit that you want to do with something, a good pleasure. Like, so for my husband, he gets that walk in every day, but he has to do it because he's already made a commitment to be at the bus stop when my grandson gets off the bus. So
Mm-hmm.
it's now paired up the walking, which sometimes can be like, oh, I'm really busy. I don't know if I have time to stop. But the good thing is he gets to see my grandson and he gets to talk to him for a few minutes. And but that's what they were saying about the eat fast food eating, that they said, well, instead of going out, or not even fast food, but instead of going out to eat, we're going to take that amount of money that we would have spent, we're going to put it in this savings account and call it our money, our trip to wherever they were going to go fund.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of seeing an immediate reward for doing
Yes.
whatever they committed to, which they said stop going out to eat as often as they were. And
Yeah,
that
I'm
makes
sure they
a lot of
are
sense.
because going out to eat, as you know, can be so, so, so expensive and so unhealthy.
Exactly.
So,
But even like Mel said that she's busy. Obviously, Mel Robbins very busy, but she was saying that she likes to do yoga and she knows how good it makes her feel afterwards. She also realizes her favorite coffee shop is just a few doors down from that yoga place. So now she thinks, well, if I go do the yoga, I'll go get the coffee after. So now that becomes her reward, immediate reward for going to do
that
yoga.
works.
So it
Yeah.
helps her to stay on target and keep her habit going of going to yoga, which benefits her in many, many different ways. So,
Right.
uh,
Good.
but
That
it's a great
works.
video. You guys should watch it. I think
Yeah.
it's one of the best. Well, every video I watched, I always thought that's the best one I've ever watched, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
That's good. You should link it if you get a
Yeah,
chance. Yeah.
I can
Link
do
it so
that.
everybody else can watch it. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look it up.
It's really good. Really good.
Yeah. But I don't know. Are we out of time? Are we not out of time?
Oh, well, we probably have a few more minutes. I didn't actually time today, so
Uh-oh.
yeah. So anything else going on interesting in your world?
Let me see. I did buy a piece of furniture.
Oh,
I know we're talking about not spending, but I bought it on Facebook Marketplace it was $80, I think. And then I got her down to 65 and she said, okay.
what
And she
was
was a real nice lady. We went out there and met her. She's super nice. And it's a long piece. I would show it to you, but it's in the garage. I guess I could
Oh,
take you out there. You want to go to the garage?
yeah, if you can. Yeah,
Okay, let me
definitely.
take
You
you to
want
the
to?
garage. I don't
Okay.
know. Let's see how much we can see, but let's
Okay.
go.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
We're
Here
going
we
on
go.
a tour of Nora's house.
We're going to the garage. Let's
All
turn on the
right,
lights. It's
good.
not so dark.
There you go.
Okay. Excuse the mess.
No problem.
Okay. Here comes
Anything.
Lucy girl. Here comes all the dogs.
Okay.
Okay. Here you can see can you see no, you can't see the back. Let me see. Now you can see. It's oh gosh, you can't really see it. Can you
Oh,
see
okay.
it kind of?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like super tall. You can see the height.
Okay.
And then like the feet on it were kind of messed up. This is one of the original feet. So I bought some new feet
Okay.
and then I'm going to change those out. And then of course we started, or I shouldn't say we, I should say Richard started sanding it. He started on this side, as you can
Okay.
see. So as soon as we get it all sanded, then I'll show it to you guys. And then I'll show you where I'm going to put it because I
Yeah.
needed something for that spot. Okay, let's go back inside.
Okay.
Let's go back. Come on,
Okay.
Missy. Coco. Okay, Coco's gonna stay in the garage. I'll
Okay.
leave the door open.
Okay. There you go.
So right here, because
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't have anything, and so I kind of had all the Christmas stuff and everything up here. So I took everything down from there, took everything down from here,
Hmm.
And then this was just a little table that I put there. And of course, I've already gone to Hobby Lobby and bought several things that are going to go here.
Okay. All right.
But I need to get that piece, refinished,
Okay.
and then I can put it there. Okay, Lucy's back, so let me go close the store.
Okay. That'll look good there. That looks very nice.
Yeah, and I thought it was just a really good price. Let me turn you back around. Now you can see me again. And I'm happy with it. We'll see how it turns out.
It'll look good. It looks
Yeah,
like it's a solid piece too. So,
very solid. It's like 100%, wood, and now I'm crooked. There we go.
okay.
So I think it's going to be good.
Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. I like it. Well, we can't wait to see it in its place once it's done.
Yes, I would definitely show you as we go along. I'll show you once we, get the feet on it and a little more sanded, and then we got to figure out, what stain to put on it and so forth. Never done this in my life, so if it comes out crazy, I don't know.
Oh, no. I mean, those are fun projects. We've done a lot of that refinishing stuff. And
Yeah,
also, I mean, you could even paint it if you choose
yeah,
to, or keep it wood, of course. But yeah.
right. Yeah, that's an option. That's an option, depending on after we sand it and how it looks. If it doesn't look good, then it's like, okay, let's just paint this sucker. So we'll see.
Oh, great. For sure. Yeah, I like that. Well, good. Well, hopefully, this big storm that's coming through, it keeps us all, as we're all going to be safe and nothing too dangerous happens. And but we'll see what happens, I guess.
Oh, I know. I'm thinking making a big pot of chili. Well, not me, but Richard's
Mhm.
going to make a big pot of chili and maybe some cornbread. And
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be able to, warm it if we have power. So I'm sure we will. I'm sure everything will be fine. It doesn't seem like it's going to hit that far, coming down to South Texas. So we'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, we
Yeah.
never know. That's the whole thing. We never know. We have
Yeah.
groups supposed to be volunteering on Friday, and we're already talking about maybe canceling them because we're going to have a lot
Yeah.
of. And then Saturday we have two groups also, and so we're already talking about canceling them too. So
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
up in the air right now until the weather.
Sure. Because those roads are going to be icy and that would be dangerous for them to get out there.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
for
And
sure.
then we have our homeless shelter, and it never closes. So the security team, the security guards actually go and pick up the employees from their homes and bring them into
Oh,
work. And then some of them might even stay the whole night because, well, I didn't know this, but they actually work overnight as well. It makes sense. There has
okay.
to be people on the,
Somebody there. Yeah.
yeah, security
Wow,
people. So
dedication. That's awesome.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. Well, good, good,
okay.
good, good.
We'll see what happens. I guess we can report back next week and
Yes, yes, yes. We
compare
will report
our
back.
stories of what
Thank you
happened.
so much, friends, for watching. And please like and subscribe and share with your friends. And we're here to chat. Let us know what your goals are for this year as we were talking, if there's anything that you can think of. And tell me what you think about my unfrumpiness for
Yeah,
this year.
yeah, tell us what goal or what habits you're wanting to create for this year. Another one of our goals is we really want to be serious YouTubers here. And I think we need your help with that too. So we need you to definitely like and share our videos with others that are our age or, going through the
Yeah.
same stages of life as us.
Yes.
We'll continue to share about our lives and we want to hear about yours. Leave us a
Yeah.
comment, please.
Definitely. Let us know what you like. Let us know if you enjoy our baking, or should I say Elva's baking. So, or, what it is that you would rather us, chat about, or if you have an idea, let us know. We're willing to talk about it.
That's right. Next week, I think I've been looking at different recipes on how to make tortillas, and I have several recipes I want to do comparison.
Oh,
Some
good.
using lard, some not using lard, just anyway. So I have
Okay.
several recipes that I'd like to test and see which one's the best recipe. And
That sounds good.
we will
Pass the
do that.
butter. I'll take a tortilla right now.
Well, you should do the recipes with me as well, because you're probably a pro at making tortillas. So. um,
Okay.
I'll give you the ingredients and we can test them all
Well,
out.
sure. We can try. I can try.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So we'll see you
Okay.
next week, everybody.
Sounds good.
Take care.
Take care, Elva. Take care, everybody. Stay
You too.
warm.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.